I'm with this.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I'm with us
Yes, sir.
taking control of our community.
Yes, sir.
Amen.
Just like this brother said, we can teach and train our own because we grow up in the hood. We know what it's like to be black.
Yeah.
These white police don't know nothing about what we suffer. They call the ghetto, they say, let's go to the zoo.
To the zoo.
And when you go to the zoo, who are you looking at? You're looking at animals. And when they see us as animals. So they pull their gun and shoot first and don't care what later is.
Right.
You dying animal. So we don't need that kind of policeman. Who pays their salary?
We do.
Well, hell, you ought to act like it.
Yes, sir.
Trump used to say all the time, you're fired. Well, let's fire these crackers from out of our community.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
They are not, excuse me for getting them.
No, go ahead, Minister.
They are not vetting white police, asking them, what do you think
Right.
about black people?
No,
They
not
don't
at all.
give a damn.
That's right.
So if we unite and say we don't want any more white police to police us because they're not here to serve and protect. Brother Malcolm said they're an occupying army,
Right.
and that's exactly what they are. We are in occupied territory. Do we want that, or can we serve and can we protect? We can take our young people up and train them.
That's right.
And then give them the salary that our money is paying racist cops and detectives to kill us. We have detected them.
Whoa. Whoa.
And we know they're criminals. And we intend to stop it or die trying. Now I'm going to close with this. There are some things in life that's worth dying for.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And there are some things in life worth killing for. And you can't tell me you're a good Christian and you only know how to die, but you don't know how to fight to protect the life that you got. Why did Jesus at one time tell his disciples, go sell what you got and buy a sword?
That's what he said.
I thought he said those who live by the sword would die by it. So when Peter pulled out his sword and cut off the soldier's ear, Jesus had to do a rush heal job on him.
Emergency surgery.
I'm telling you, put your sword down, boy. It ain't time.
It ain't time yet.
It don't mean it won't ever be time, but it wasn't time then. When will it be time for us to fight for the life that only God could give, that any fool can take away? And that's what caused me in my passion to say, they kill us, they go home.
Yes, sir.
While we are grieving over our dead, they're sitting at the table having dinner with their children and sleeping at night. This white boy killed 9 of us in one setting. The police arrested him when they found him and took him to Burger King and got him a burger. What is that but congratulations
Yes, sir.
for killing them niggas?
Yes, sir.
No, I mean, but seriously, Oscar Grant's killer walks the street. Trayvon Martin's killer walks the street.
Right.
Tamir Rice,
Eric Gardner.
Eric Garner, they're all walking. But we're grieving. But if grief is spread in their community like it is in ours, then people come to the table and sit down and say, what can be done? Somebody got to be willing to pay the price. That's all I'm saying. Jesus said it better than I could. He who seeks to save his life by being a coward and a punk will run.
That's right.
But he who is willing to lose his life for my sake. And what is the sake of Jesus? It's righteousness and justice.
Right.
So I've decided I'm ready to give it all up. And when I say give it up, I mean give my life to put an end to the suffering that our people are going through. And I'm going to close with my leader. In 1959, look at what he said at the Uline Arena. There were 20 million of us then. He said, what if 10 million of us died? There'll be 10 million left to enjoy freedom. If you don't condemn America for taking young people, sending them to Iran and Iraq, that's to die. They got to be willing to die, and they got to be willing to kill. Is that all right? Is that okay? Let's applaud Afghanistan. Let's applaud the death of people in Iraq. But now when you decide that you're not taking this crap no more, all of a sudden you crazy? All of a sudden you've lost your mind?
Go ahead, man. That's good, man.
The question is, how much longer can we live like this? So what I said in Miami, if the federal government will not intercede on our behalf, then we have to do something to defend our lives. And if it means killing those who kill us, we should be willing to do it.
Yes, absolutely.
Now, is that against God? Is that,
No,
wait now. Because God is talking now. He's saying, vengeance is mine. Vengeance is mine. Well, is there something we can do, God? He said, yes. Unite. Clean up your life. All through the Bible, a small group have put to flight many in the name of God. I'm sorry, it's righteousness to retaliate in matters of the slain when government will not step up to do their part. And I think we've given the government of the United States of America enough time. And I have appeals 8 years ago, quoting the law of retaliation. And I asked the government, what are you trying to force us to do?
That's right.
Why won't you intercede to see that we get justice? No response. But the moment I say we're going to retaliate, all of a sudden I'm the madman. I'm the madman. No, I'm very sane.
Yes, sir.
But there comes a point in life where life has no more meaning when justice does not accompany freedom.
Come on. That's right.
Denmark Vesey was a Christian, but he was organizing people to break the chain of slavery.
That's right.
And one of his own ratted him out. He ended up being murdered. Morris Brown fled. So how do you justify that? Why can't we have some Nat Turners? What's wrong with Nat Turner and Denmark Vesey? What's wrong with paying with your life to see your people free?
Right.
Why do they give soldiers medals for bravery in the face of death on foreign battlefields when we don't need a foreign battlefield? Our battlefield is where we've lived and suffered every day of our life.
Go ahead.
When are we going to decide that enough is enough? So, my brother, your pain and hurt and ours is engineered. We have to cripple the engineer. But we can't get up high enough to get the rulers of the darkness of this world. And we really have not put on the whole armor of God.
Right.
So we can't even recognize the wiles of Satan that got us killing each other.
My God.
Some of our people are worthy of death only if you give them an opportunity to do better, and they won't do it. But I'm asking us to accept responsibility for what's going on in our community.
Yes, sir.
And once we accept responsibility, we'll sit down as a family and come up with the strategy to stop the killing. And an economic strategy
Yes.
that can
Yes.
put our young people to work
Yes, sir.
in a meaningful way. We have these ideas, but the city is a stakeholder with us.
Yes.
We have to engage them properly, but not follow them in their foolishness. The city would have to agree that we're going to police our own community. And if we decide one day that we're not going to have them in our community, then we'll act like we don't want them.
That's right.
You know how they acted when they didn't want us in their restaurants? Well, we'll act like that when they come in our community and we didn't give them permission. Go in the white community with your free black self and see, won't you have to answer, why are you here? What are you doing here?
Right.
Oh, are you a maid? Are you working in Mr. Brownstein's house? Well, it's nighttime now. I think you better get on back to the hood. I want Mr. Hoover to have a word because he represents a powerful voice for our young people. Brother Hoover, it's fitting that you closed the show.
Oh, wow. First of all, I wanted to just say I appreciate that you bring me here, because I come to a situation where people look at my name and they see me as see it as a negative, but from the teachings that I got from my father is the reason I'm interested in changing things in the community, which was what he was trying to do. But at the same time, you touched on a lot of points that I wouldn't even said anything about, or that I imagine any of us would think about. But it's just we have to get to the basis from the beginning. Whereas the young ladies the kids are having kids. Our young men don't know how to be fathers. They have kids and they walk away. So we have to start out with the youth too, as far as raising these kids and teaching them how to be a part of society. We got to deal with the ones that are already here, but as far as the babies are concerned, we can try to change a lot of things starting from the beginning. So they have this understanding as they come up, and they don't have to learn it and have to change their situation. They can have this understanding and start moving in that direction. But I appreciate you letting me be here.
I'm honored that you're here.
Yes, sir.
Reverend Dr. Finney, you started your talk with us on Jesus putting the sheep on the right and the goats on the left. The enemy knows himself as we don't know him. Why do you use the term kid to describe your babies? A kid is a young goat. Did you raise a young goat? Or did you raise a human being
That's right.
that doesn't have the characteristics of a goat? See, they use language that lets you know when you wake up that they know themselves. They know they are the goat.
That's right. That's right.
And that they will be separated from the sheep. Who are the sheep?
My God.
Go ahead.
You the sheep. He said, my sheep know my voice.
That's right. That's the glory.
I heard a sister teach a subject that when the sheep know the voice of their shepherd, they could get entangled with other sheep. But when they hear
their
their
voice.
shepherd's
Yeah.
voice, they'll come
Right out of it.
to the voice of their shepherd.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
We are, before the enemy, as the Bible said, like sheep, dumb before the shearers. The sheep will lay down and let you just take the wool.